Hey there guys, this is Pharaoh 2091 and welcome back to Let's Play Blackwell Epiphany. Last time we left off, we learned a little bit more about the Grace Group, including all the members are in it. And I believe one of them, I forgot who exactly, they own a gym. So let's go ahead and go to the gym, see what we can find out. It's not Jeffrey, it's Peter? I think. We'll see. So, what we got? Ooh, we got a sign.
It says members only.
It's not going to stop me from getting in there, now does it? Oh, actually, there's a card reader, so that might actually stop me from getting in there. Will that shut me up? Let's see. That lady's actually running pretty fast.
Looks nice and warm in there. Of course, so would an ice factory right now. That's a pretty solid window.
It sure is. Actually, just because there's a card reader doesn't mean Joey can't get in there.
It needs a key card. Sticking my hand in it won't do anything. It's a key card reader. Looks like it unlocks the door.
Let's see. So yeah, the door's blocked, obviously. Let's see.
It seems to open with a key card.
Okay, so Joey, you have to go in there and see what's up. I just kind of feel bad for Rosa. She's just kind of staring in like, oh, this is fun, isn't it? Oh, a picture frame.
Looks like that picture frame fell off the wall.
Oh, oh, you can't actually see it. I can't. It's on its back. Okay.
I can't touch.
I doubt you can blow on it.
I'm not just.
All right. Oh, ooh, calendar.
A calendar with a marker pen attached.
Nothing. Let's see. January 7th is highlighted.
It's a number on the calendar. I can't do anything with it. It's a number.
I'm not saying you do anything. Okay, fine.
Looks like they just scribbled a month in up here. Beats getting a real calendar, I guess.
Hey. I guess it does, you know. Who cares? So seriously, it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It's a number. Just a marker. Probably used to change. Nope.
And I doubt you can blow on it. Now, okay, so January 7th. There's some type of thing with that date.
Looks like some kind of headshot photo. Probably someone famous who uses the gym. Let's see here.
Oh, wow, look who it is. What is it, Tanya what?
Tanya Corsi. Hey, wait a second. Is that... Yeah, that's the spook from George's roof.
Tanya Corsi. Good morning. She looks like the typical news anchor. I mean, just, in my opinion.
Her name is Tanya Corsi. She's the spook from George's roof.
Alright, so that's interesting. Wasn't expecting to find anything out from there, but alright.
That looks like a torture device to me.
To many people it is.
Run, run, run like a hamster on a wheel. TV showing some energetic broad in yoga pants.
Gotta have yoga pants. And I doubt there's anything else here besides that celebrity photo we can look at, or we can go in the men's bathroom. Alright.
Nobody here.
Hey, does it look right? Seriously, does it look right?
Does what look right?
The light bulb. I could swear it was blinking.
It looks fine to me.
Huh. Gotta do everything myself around here.
Now I really gotta, you know... Every time I say, oh, nothing's here, I can't do this, boom, I'm automatically proven wrong. It's... whatever. So yes, there's another ghost here.
I'm not phasing through garbage.
Why not? There could be something
It's
in
empty.
there. Okay.
Just a forgotten towel.
It's all forgotten and unloved. Alright, so let's go ahead and talk to this ghost, whoever he may be.
Hey, friend, can we talk for a second?
Are you sure there's nothing wrong with that light?
I'm no expert, but it looks fine to me.
Well, what can I do for you?
Hey, is your name Peter Fielding by any chance?
That's me. Why?
No reason. You own this joint, right?
Yes, I do. My dad built it. You could say it's a family business. Been running it around 20 years? Seems like yesterday.
So what's the story with the lights?
I don't know. It's driving me crazy. There's something wrong with them. I can tell.
Well, like I said, they look totally fine to me.
I'll just have to keep checking.
Nice place you got here.
Thanks. You looking to join?
Ah, no, I really don't think exercise is gonna do me much good.
It's amazing how many people think that. You're young. Your metabolism is still going strong. But time catches up with you before you know it.
You're preaching to the choir, Peter, but I'm still not interested.
Well, we're here if you need us.
So, how are you feeling?
Fine, why?
You don't feel strange at all?
What do you mean?
Well, just hypothetically speaking, you don't feel like you're gonna explode?
What, like indigestion?
Not quite.
I am on a strict diet of wheatgrass shakes and fiber. Indigestion is the last thing I have to worry about.
So, you run this place with your old man, huh?
Sort of. He built it when he left the army. I took over long ago.
So, you run this place with...
Sort of.
Ever hear of the Grace Group? I understand you went to a few meetings.
You know about that?
Sure.
Wow. Well, yeah. I went to some meetings. It was all I...
What?
Well, I wasn't the most focused of people back then. It's a long story, but in the end, I went to work with my dad running this place. It's been my life ever since.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the Grace Group?
What's to say? They changed my life.
Hey, I think I met a friend of yours, Father Michael Cooper.
Michael? Now there's a name I haven't heard in a while. How is he?
He's seen better days.
I'm sorry to hear that. He'll pull through. He always has.
I hear Tanya Corsi went to this gym.
She's been coming here for years. That body you see on TV, I take full credit for that.
Well, we all gotta be proud of something. You ever go to the Carth House? Dumpy place in Chelsea.
No, sorry, I haven't been to the village in years.
Do you know anything about Benjiro? Ran the Grace Group meetings.
Sure.
Well?
Funny. I can't think of anything to say exactly. It's been 20 years.
Sure, people forget things.
That's it exactly. I just didn't think it would happen to me so soon.
Did you know Jeffrey Dutta?
You know Jeff too?
Not really, I just heard of him.
Good guy. Took care of my neighbor's dog when she was on vacation.
So tell me about yourself, Peter.
I'm the guy who's gonna kick your butt into shape.
Ah, well, we'll see. Do you know Heather Goffstein?
You know Heather too. Who don't you know?
Well, I'm a people person.
Wow, Heather. Haven't heard that name in a long time.
Can you tell me anything about Heather?
It's been a while. And I didn't speak to her much back in those days anyway. Sorry.
Did you know Jeffrey Dutta?
You know Jeff? Good guy.
So tell me.
I'm the guy.
Okay, so we learned a good bit of information here. It's nice to see that Peter is still here intact. However, I am afraid that his soul is gonna, split in two if I don't save him soon. But here he is. So, and I don't think I can do anything here. So let's go ahead and leave him for a minute.
I'll be here.
He's paranoid about the lights in here for whatever reason or the other. So, yeah, Peter Fielding's still here, at least for the time being, and that's good, I guess. So, can you go in, ladies?
Hey, anyone in here? Anyone? Please? Well, that was disappointing.
Please? Alright, well, Joey, alright. But we did get good information, especially regarding the ghost in,
So I found Peter.
Peter? Peter Fielding?
Yeah, he's safe and sound. Spiritually speaking, anyway.
Huh. Michael was sure that Peter's ghost was taken.
Just between you and me, Michael doesn't look to be sure about very much.
And, yeah, but, like I was saying, we learned more about that ghost that's, next to George's apartment. That is the, what's her name? Right, that Tanya Corsi. Okay, well, let me think about it. I guess what I could do is, go...
So, have you heard of this Tanya Corsi person?
Tanya Corsi? Was she in the gym?
No, it's the name of our roof spook. Is she famous or something?
You could say that. She has a TV show.
I think you mean she had a TV show. Let's get going.
Had. Past tense, definitely. Oh, perfect. That's pretty sweet. We can just go... I don't have to go through the lobby, so that's great. Yeah, actually, what first I want to do is, look up information about Tanya here. She sure has something here.
Tanya was the host of the Good Morning Show. I remember hearing that they got a new host, but I didn't know this was the reason. Channel 11. I think their head office is in Penn Plaza. Can't hurt to ask around.
Okay, actually, I might just go in there now and get as much information about Tanya first before I actually speak to her herself. There's tremendous sadness that we announced the passing of Tanya Corsi after a tragic accident. Most only knew her as a charming and bubbly host of the Channel 11 Good Morning Show, but those who worked closely with her know her as the razor-sharp intellect, paid her dues, and became one of the best-loved media personalities in the world. Okay, well, how about we actually go to the newsroom here? I gotta give props to people who like work in media or anything like that. It definitely seems like a stressful job. So this is just open boom, you know? I mean, no security. Oh, whatever.
I don't have time to search all those desks one by one.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
I shouldn't mess with his computer. Not while he's using it anyway.
I thought I was looking at this computer. Okay, let's talk to this man.
Excuse me.
Hmm?
Hi, I'm Rosangela Blackwell. Do you work here?
Certainly do. Jim Peebles, senior producer. How can I help you?
So what do you do here?
I'm the head producer for the Good Morning Show with Kathy Carden.
Isn't that Tanya Corsi's old show?
Yes, it is.
It's pretty empty here tonight.
Well, look outside. The weather's horrible and almost everybody commutes to work. Nobody can get in, so we're running on a skeleton crew.
Did you work here when Tanya was alive?
Yes, why do you ask?
I'm looking into her death.
Wasn't it an accident?
That's why I'm looking into it, just to be sure.
Huh. Well, all right.
There's the self-help circle that held meetings a long time ago. It was called the Grace Group. Ever hear of it?
Sorry, no.
Do you know a priest by the name of Michael Cooper?
I'm afraid I haven't been to church in a long time.
What can you tell me about Tanya?
I liked her. Some anchors think they're the be-all and end-all, but not her. She knew we were all in this together and worked well with all of us. That's how you make a news show. Everyone needs to help each other.
Can you tell me anything else about Tanya?
Well, like I said, we all miss her. There's nothing else to say.
There are tons of kids. Have you ever heard the name Benjiro?
Benjiro? No, I'm afraid I haven't.
Do you have a record of a Jeffrey Dutta? He was killed in a hit and run.
Sorry, no.
Do you know anything about the death of Peter Fielding? He owned a gym in Murray Hill.
No, although you've reminded me I haven't hit the gym in a while. I suppose I should go.
A note was found in Tanya's apartment. It was signed J.
And?
And your name begins with J. Did you write it?
Seriously?
You're in journalism. You know that any lead is worth following.
Well, sorry, I didn't write any note to Tanya. Not that I remember.
Can you think of any other J's who might have written that letter?
I can think of 6 who work in this office alone. I'm sure there are dozens more.
Can you tell me about yourself?
Me? Well, what you see is what you get. I started working at a copywriter's desk about 30 years ago. Worked my way up to producer. Been here ever since.
Well, thanks for your time, Mr. Peebles. I might be back later.
Sure thing. I'm not going anywhere.
You know, he was surprisingly nice. I would have thought that he would have been like a little like, yeah, I'm doing my work. But I guess not. Can't judge everyone. We shouldn't judge people in period. I wonder if he can actually look into the computer as he's on it.
Gobbled. Wouldn't know how to use.
Okay. Figured I could have given it a shot. I don't think there's anything else here, from what I can tell. Okay. So let me switch back to Rosa. Take a look at my notes. If there's anything I can put together, like maybe Jim Peebles and Tanya.
If there's a connection, I don't see it.
Alright, well, we do have information here, so let's go ahead and now, I believe, we'll go speak with Tanya. Considering now we actually went to the the newsroom and learned a little bit more about herself. Actually, Joey, get in there. There we are. Oh, click that right outside the game. Whoops. Alright, let's see if this will work.
Hi there.
Hello again, mister. What brings you by?
You're Tanya Corsi, aren't you? You're in television.
I knew you'd get it. That's me, Tanya Corsi, host of the Good Morning Show on Channel 11. Now all the mystery is gone.
Are you sure you don't know anything about this note?
No, please.
Do you know anything about a self-help organization called the Grace Group?
Grace Group? No, I haven't. Sorry.
Do you know a Michael Cooper?
I don't.
So, Tanya, tell me about yourself.
You want to get to know the real Tanya Corsi. The Tanya that you don't read about in the tabloids and magazines?
If you let me.
I barely know you, Mr. Malone. Although if you swing by more often, you might learn a thing or two.
Come on, tell me something about yourself. Must be nice for someone like you to be asked a question for once.
You've been doing nothing but ask questions since you came in here.
Heh, fair point. You ever go to the Karth house?
Sorry,
Does the name Benjiro ring any bells?
Benjiro. Is that Japanese?
I believe so.
Sorry, I don't know anyone named Benjiro.
Do you know a guy named Jeffrey Dutta?
Sorry.
So, I heard you go to Peter Fielding's gym.
I do. Or rather, I did. After what happened to him, I just couldn't.
You mean his...
Death? Yes. So senseless.
So, can you tell me anything about Peter?
A brutal taskmaster is what he was. But I can't deny he got results.
Nope, I can't deny it either. Do you know a Heather Goffstein?
No. No, I don't. Sorry.
Come on, that note on the floor, it has Heather written on it.
So, like I told you, it has no meaning to me. I don't know any Heather.
Do you know a...
No, I don't.
I met one of your producers, Jim?
What about him?
Oh, nothing. I was just wondering what you could tell me about him.
I don't spread gossip, mister. Except when I'm on the air.
Are you sure you...
No, please.
Well, Tanya?
Okay, I would have thought I would have gotten a little bit more information there. What to do now, exactly? I guess I could go back to Madeline and Michael, because I think they say if you have any updates, I can go to them. But
There's a
this thing, I know about Heather J. And J could be a lot of people. I mean, there is Jeffrey, there's Joe. Which I think somebody mentioned he's a divorce lawyer. We've been seeing it on emails here and there. And Jim, but I don't know. I know about Heather. And she gets a little, like, iffy whenever you mention Heather, so... Actually, let's see if I can... Did I already do this, Heather and Tanya?
No connection.
Okay,
If there's a connection.
let's see.
They both worked for the Good Morning Show.
Yes, they did. Okay, let's try going to the Grace School again, speaking with Madeline and, what's her name? And Michael. Maybe we can get something out of it.
You return with news, I hope.
We found one of the Grace Group spooks, Peter Fielding.
I see. Is he still intact?
Yeah, he tried to get me to join a gym.
I thought as much.
You thought so? What do you mean?
You know as well as I do. A spirit cannot be moved from this world until it is spiritually ready. It would appear that is also the case here.
But what about George and Leah?
From my understanding, they were aware of their death when they were taken.
Yeah, they were.
Then there is your answer. They were spiritually ready to leave this world, and so were vulnerable. This Fielding, was it? He is a lucky soul indeed. Until he is made aware, he cannot be taken. Not by you, or by anyone else.
So wait, this is our fault?
Whatever do you mean?
Leah, George. Just by trying to save them, we destroyed them.
I suppose. Yes, it could be seen that way. But please do not blame yourself. How could you have known?
Ignorance doesn't change anything.
Listen to me. Whatever or whoever is taking these souls, they were marked long before they died. All we can do now is move forward and save who we can.
So what? We just leave the spook to rot?
Of course not. It has been known for some spirits to become aware on their own. The right face, the right moment, anything can trigger it. And if that happens to Fielding, no. Our duty is to save him, and save him we shall.
How? The usual rules have been chucked out the window. We make a move and he gets hammered, and we're not gonna let that happen, not again.
It is a dilemma for certain.
You've been around the block a few times, so to speak. Nothing like this has ever happened to you before?
The destruction of the very essence of life? No. Such a thing is difficult to contemplate, and to witness it, even more so.
We need to think about this, plan our next move.
Of course. In fact, I might have an idea along those lines. I must confer with my host. Please excuse me.
He's okay? Peter's really okay?
He is still deceased, but in all other respects, yes. He is as well as can be.
This changes everything. You have no idea. You two, thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I never even considered that Peter's soul could be saved. And maybe Heather, too. Yes, Heather. If she wasn't taken, then her soul must still be lost.
And this is a good thing?
Of course. If a soul is merely lost, it still can be saved. And maybe so can mine.
So, what's your plan?
We are approaching this from ignorance, and possibly from fear. Before I was trapped in the void, I was a spirit guide for a very long time. I can learn much from a spirit by looking at it, and talking to it. If Fielding's soul still exists, then it must be brought here.
And Heather. Heather's soul must still be out there.
And her as well, of course.
Peter Fielding's spook is at the gym. It's not too far away. You can talk to him there.
Are you kidding? I step out of this circle, who knows what could happen? If I die, there's a good chance I'll be an aware spirit, just like Leah and George, and then...
Be at peace, my host. I would not ask you to do such a thing.
Well, thank heaven for that.
Besides, it is unnecessary. As you say, only spiritually aware souls are attacked. Since this Fielding is not spiritually aware, meeting him in his current state would be fruitless. We need to awaken him before I can determine anything about him.
Won't awakening these ghosts destroy him? Aren't we trying to avoid that?
Don't be absurd. We'll put them behind this circle. They will be safe there.
And how are we supposed to do that? Spooks like me can't enter the thing.
This might surprise you, Malone, but I did think of that. Come here. Take this.
What's this thing?
Call it a totem. It was made with some of my essence. The circle was created in much the same manner, so it will make a perfect focus. When you awaken a spirit, use the totem to send them directly here. They will remain safely behind the circle until we can determine the next course of action.
So I'll be trapped in this circle with Peter and Heather's ghosts?
I am afraid so, my host.
Well, I suppose it can't be helped. And I guess it will be nice to see them again.
Yes.
Is there anything else you can tell me about Peter? Anything that can help us?
No. Of all the people in our group, Peter was the one I spoke to the least. I think George once belonged to his gym, even took personal training sessions for a while. But George wasn't really the personal fitness type.
Is there anything else you can tell?
No, I think, but...
I need to know everything you can tell me about Heather.
Well, there was one thing. It was a confession of sorts, you see, and she trusted me.
What was it?
You don't understand. It was a confession. It might have been a long time ago, but it was still a sacred trust. I can't betray that trust. It goes against everything I believe in.
Don't you think that under the circumstances, she would understand?
I'm not sure God would.
Does it really matter? What's the worst that could happen? You lose your soul?
My God, when you put it like that. Heather was a prostitute. She wanted to confess, but didn't feel right entering a church. She might have been Jewish, judging by her name, but I think she just wanted to speak to someone who understood.
Understood.
Someone who had been to grace group meetings. Someone who had had a life-changing revelation, like I did. I don't know what her revelation was, but she wanted to purge herself of her old life. So she asked if I could come to her apartment and listen to her. So I did.
Do you remember where she lived?
I was a priest entering the house of a prostitute. It's not something you forget. She lived by Tompkins Square Park. Here's the address.
Is there anything else you can tell us about Heather? Anything at all?
I just know she was a prostitute when she went to grace group meetings. I don't know what's happened to her since.
Is there anything else?
No.
Anything?
No.
Did you ever watch Tanya Corsi's show?
No. Sorry.
There are So the man who ran the grace group meetings was named Benjiro.
Yeah, Japanese guy.
Is there anything you can tell me about...
No, I think, but
Do you know...
no.
Okay, well, I believe that's all we can get out of him right now. We got a good chunk, actually. Got a good amount of information. You know, we're a little bit about Heather and know where she lives now. So hopefully we can save her soul as well. I may just try focusing on Peter at the moment and then try to go for Heather, but we'll see what I can do.
I guess we should...
Then I do believe our talk is concluded. I will return outside.
Hey, Madeline?
Yes, my host.
It's all right.
All right.
Yeah, stay inside. It's cold out there.
I don't feel the cold, my host.
I know. Just stay, please, and thanks.
It is my pleasure, my host.
Aww, they're nice to each other now. Anything
No.
else I can
Yes.
say to her? Hey, actually, there is a couple stuff.
I guess...
Of
This video is going on for way too long as it is, but the next episode I'll talk to Madeline just for a little bit, then I'll see if I can try doing anything with Peter, and if not that, then going to Heather's place and see what we can do there. So, as usual, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for Let's Play Blackwell Epiphany. I'll see you guys later.